Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mr. Cook on Monday, January 11th, 2021, and today we're going to be adding three numbers and showing you how to do that. So the first thing we have to do is think about what strategies we can use to add three numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that down below here. So I'm going to start off with three numbers and put them in these three boxes. So let's do 4, let's say 3, and then 4. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, the picture for each one of them, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the first strategy that I could do is I could actually just draw this picture, count all of them up, and have that be my answer. But since we've been working on a lot of addition strategies, I want to think about something else that we can do. So the first thing I look at is I see that I've got a double fact, which if I group these two together, I would do 4 plus 4. So the first thing that I'm going to do here on the bottom is put in 4 plus 4. And then I'm also going to put in plus 3. So we can try to solve this out. So 4 plus 4 we know is going to equal 8. So if I put these two guys together, that is going to be 8. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. Now let's double check it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we started off by adding two numbers that we would know we could recognize by adding a good strategy together. Now the next step would be adding 8 plus 3 to give us our answer here. So again, we can do a count on method, we can do a picture, but right now I want to do our count on method. When we do our count on method, we always start with the bigger number with addition, and then we count up right there. So we start with 8, and then go 9, 10, 11. So 8 plus 3 is going to be 11. Now, these ones we just talked about was using a double fact to try to solve a problem, but also we can find a way to make 10. So by looking at this problem here, it says Victoria ran 7 miles, Hazel ran 3 miles, Amar ran 3 miles. How many miles did they run in all? So first thing we have to do is write down the numbers. So we have 7 plus 3 plus 3. Now, when I'm looking at this, when I'm trying to think of my strategy to make 10, I have to look at the numbers that would make 10. And for me, I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10. So if I add those two together, so 7 plus 3 equals 10. I'm left with my new problem, which is 10 plus 3 equals what? And if I use my count on method, I start with 10, and then I go 11. So I'll go upping 3. So 11, 12, 13. So I know that 10 plus 3 is going to equal 13. So a couple different strategies you do. Start with any two numbers, add them together, and then work your way up. And think about a way to make it easier for yourself, because if I make a 10 here, it's so much easier to work on that. So we're going to talk about using a double fact here on the bottom. So if I have 7 plus 3 plus 3, again, we have to think about, do we see a double fact here? And we do. We see 3 plus 3. So I'm going to start by going 3 plus 3 equals 6. Perfect. Now, our new problem here is going to be 7 plus 6 equals something. Now, when I'm looking at this problem, I also almost see another double fact. This is almost 7 plus 7 here on the bottom. If this were 7 plus 7, I know that 7 plus 7 is going to equal 14. So 7 plus 6 must be 1 less than that, so it's going to be 13. So altogether, they ran 13 miles in all. You can group numbers and add numbers in any order. Now look for doubles and look for numbers that make 10 so that it's easier for you guys to find all the answers. By doing this, you're going to make things so much easier instead of by adding left to right, so starting from this side all the way over this side. Remember, in addition, you can take any numbers that you want. So if you want to make a double, make a double. If you want to make a 10, make a 10. Find whatever easier for you. Now let's try to solve these together. It says add the doubles or make it 10 and write that number on the other numbers to find the sum. So let's take a look here. This first one is 6 plus 4. I know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. So 10 plus 3 is just adding 3 more to that, so it's 13. On this next one right here, we can see that we made a double fact. So 4 plus 4, if we know our double facts, is 8. So now we're doing 8 plus 7. So for my problem here, if I do 8 plus 7, ooh, that's also very close to a double fact. If I know that, let's say 8 plus 8 equals 16, 8 plus 7 should be just 1 less, so that's going to be 15. Down here on the bottom here, boys and girls, we have 3 plus 3, which I know equals 6. And look at that, 6 plus 4. We already solved that problem right up here before, and we know that 6 plus 4 equals 10. Next one we have right here, 4 plus 4, double fact, that equals 8. So now we're left with 8 plus 2. So let's add on. We have 8, 9, and 10. So that's going to be 10. And look here again. We already know this one. 4 plus 6, same thing as 6 plus 4 because it's a flip-flop. And we know that one from both here and here. That's going to equal 10. And then 10 plus 2 is going to equal 12. So boys and girls, today at home, you're going to be continuing working on completing your workbook pages 261 to 264. You have the optional pages of 265 to 266. So boys and girls, try to do these problems, and good luck.